everyone. My name is Dr. Robin Walsh, and I'm a naturopathic doctor here at Vibrant Living in Waterloo. And this is my 2-minute weekly wellness series. I hope everyone had a happy holiday season, and I thought I'd start off the new year talking a little bit about my take on setting resolutions. People have their differing opinion on resolutions. Some people love them, some people hate them. I think in general, it's really important to set goals for yourself, whether they be business goals or exercise goals or health goals. I think it's obviously research is showing that that's really important for all of us to do, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a resolution. I just think it's usually new year, new start, and people kind of like to do that. I actually, over the holidays, have read a book called The 4 Tendencies. It's actually an older book by Gretchen Rubin, but it gave me a lot of insight overall into different personality types and overall kind of committing to goals or setting goals. So I have a blog on that coming out that may just help you understand yourself a little bit better and help you understand kind of what supports you need. So there's a personality type. She has 4 personality types that she has discovered, and one is called the obliger, and the obliger does better with accountability. So this would be the person that may not want to invest in, let's say, a gym membership as much as maybe a personal trainer or somebody to hold them accountable. So understanding ourselves and why we do certain things, I think, is really helpful in terms of keeping us accountable to our resolutions, which is, I think, a lot of times why people don't like them, right? They're short-lived. Anyways, regardless of what you think about resolutions, it's a great time to look at sort of setting some goals. The challenge that I find at this particular point in time is I think people set unrealistic goals, which then just leaves them feeling frustrated and constantly in the same cycle all over again. One of the most common goals that people set at this time of year is with respect to weight, and so I thought I'd just take a few minutes and tell you why I think that's the wrong goal to set. Number one, I think all of our goals have to be sort of measurable, so we've all heard of SMART goals. So I find a lot of people will set goals like, I want to drink more water, or I'm going to exercise more, or I'm going to eat less sugar. So I think you need to be a bit more specific about that because the brain will find outs any way it can, especially with respect to food. So if you're going to eat less sugar, it needs to be defined. I will eat sugar once a week. I will not eat sugar for 30 days. I think it's really important with health to be specific. And the second thing is you really want to measure things that are in your control. So a lot of people will set this weight goal, say, you know what, I want to lose 10 pounds in January. The challenge I find with this is that weight loss is a billion-dollar industry for a reason. Diets don't work, and people only for a certain period of time can do and have sort of willpower. So I think a better goal to set would be something that's a little bit more in your control. So things like I will drink 2 liters of water a day, I will not eat sugar for 30 days, instead of setting something like I will lose 10 pounds. Challenge with I will lose 10 pounds is you get to the end of the month, and if you haven't done it, you think you're a failure. Okay, well, this doesn't work. I'm never going to do this. I don't even know why I started. And it spins you into this whole cycle of sort of starting that year off on the bad foot. If we look at those goals that are more in control, like I'm going to drink 2 liters of water, I will move 30 minutes 4 times a week. These are goals that are not only going to make you feel better, but as a byproduct of feeling better, are going to lose weight. And this is where you start looking at lifestyle as opposed to looking at just a diet. People tend to come out of the gates really hard at this time of year, so you'll see a lot of people doing detoxes, wanting to do the ketogenic diet, doing some type of fasting, doing a lot of extreme exercise programs. I think all of these are great. I use them all in practice every single day. I think they're wonderful. However, I think a lot of times with this, we miss the big picture. And in missing the big picture, a lot of times what happens is that we get hungry. So if we go on a diet, you can do it for a period of time because you have willpower, but many people will feel hunger. So what I use as a measurement to tell you that you're on a program that's sustainable is out of 10, if 10 is insatiable and 0 is I have no hunger or cravings whatsoever, those cravings and hunger on any program you're on have to be below a 5, and your energy has to be above a 5. So that's how you know that you're on a program that is somewhat sort of sustainable over a long period of time. If it's not like that, then you're on a diet and it's never going to sort of work. I also think that it's important to not lose sight of the big picture. So I consider there's 4 pillars of health that regardless of what diet you're doing, fancy supplement you're on, fancy exercise program you're doing, if you're not sort of implementing these 4 pillars, you will not have optimal health. And those 4 pillars include the proper nutrition, water and proper hydration, movement, and proper sleep. So we're going to spend the next 4 weeks talking about how you can implement and optimize these 4 pillars of health. If you ever need help in terms of finding the lifestyle program that's right for you, we would be happy to do so. Thank you so much for watching.